Hello, everybody. Welcome to my video that will help demo how to clone or download a repository to your local machine. This serves as a follow-up for those who participated in the week of learning and who got the intro into front-end programming. Hopefully this will help create a sandbox environment for you if you're interested in learning more about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and specifically knockout JavaScript. So this was one resource that I provided, and portfolio example where you could enter in some info. You could show about, you could show portfolio examples, you could show education, resume, so whatever you would want your portfolio to look like. This is a very basic boilerplate. So let's get started on how you would clone this down to your machine. So on GitHub, this is a public repository, so anybody can view it, anybody can clone it. And I have my README. It shows automatically all of my README content, which provides some documentation for you. So be sure to read this before or after you watch this video. And let's get started with how we would clone it. So let's make sure we're at the root level of our portfolio. We're not in a subfolder, we're just at the root, and that's indicated by this HTML file that we see here. So now that we know we're in the root of our folder, we're going to click clone or download. You could download if you wanted, but we're going to do clone. We can copy this little CTA here, which will copy it to our clipboard. And let's get started. In our terminal, as you may remember, there are some commands for Mac versus PC. In the documentation in the README that I just showed, you will find what commands are appropriate for which machine, and there's a cheat sheet that you can refer to in case you're lost. So for Mac, I just want to see where I'm at. I'm in this folder called front end within documents. If I wanted to go back a level, I would do cd space dot dot. Could check where I'm at again using pwd, and now we can see I went back a level. Respectively, if I wanted to dive deeper into a folder, I can type in ls for list, and I can see what files and folders I have at this level of documents. So I want to go into front end. So I'm going to type in cd. I'll start typing the first few letters of front end, and then I'll tab for it to autocomplete. Just going to triple check that I'm in the right area. This is where I want to clone the repository. This is where I want to download this folder structure. So the git command to clone is going to be git clone, and then Control V, you're going to paste that URL, hit enter. As you can see, it's a very fast clone. It's a very fast download. That's because there's not a lot of files. If you're going to start playing in React, like I showed in the front-end programming intro, it takes quite some time to download, like 30 seconds to a minute. So if I wanted to double check, I can now see that the sample portfolio is within my front end folder. And we could even look if we wanted to. We can see that it's all there. There are other commands that will open it straight from the terminal, but I'm just going to drop it right into Visual Studio. And this is where you would, be exploring the folder and changing content. And we can load it within the browser. Now we have a fully functioning sample portfolio that's utilizing knockout JavaScript. We can right-click and select inspect, and we can see if we have any errors. There are no errors in our console. We can take a deeper dive into some of our content. We can edit the styling straight from the browser. I prefer Chrome, however, I know that Edge is moving towards Chromium, so that might be something I start to use and others might start to use soon. We can change CSS and it will render live. We can play around with styles straight from the browser, and then if we like what we see, we can copy it and paste it into the CSS file and save it. However, if we don't save it and we refresh, then it's going to wipe away any changes that you made. We went over some important details about how to list your script tags in which order. If we were to eliminate one of these and save it and refresh the page, we're going to get errors. And these are where errors are going to populate. This is a very quick overview on how to clone this repository. How to clone this repository and play around with it. So future videos will show how to spin up a React instance. Thank you.